There's probably no athlete in sports history that creates a weirder what if than OJ Simpson. Not because people wonder if he could have been great. We already know he was great. Just in the wrong sport. People forget before everything else attached to himself, attached to his name. OJ was one of those athletes people generally looked at like a superhero. Fast, charismatic, camera ready. The type of player people stopped what they were doing to watch. And if you drop that version of OJ into the NBA instead of football, honestly, you get one of the strongest alternative timelines ever. So picture this. Late 1960s, early 70s, same swagger, same celebrity aura, same obsession with making defenders look stupid. Except instead of wearing pads, OJ's walking into arenas. Now immediately people are gonna say, hold on, he was only around 6'1". Yeah, in a modern basketball, that sounds small. But this isn't modern basketball. This is before the league turned into 6'9" wings, launching 30-footers, and centers dribbling coast to coast. Guards had way more room to become stars through speed and personality. And OJ's entire thing was making elite athletes look slow. That translates. Not perfectly, but enough to make the conversation interesting. Because OJ wasn't built like a normal running back. He moved different. People described him almost casually floating. Long strides. Never looked rushed. Guys would swear they had the angle, and suddenly he was already gone. Now imagine him in transition. One rebound, outlet pass, 3 dribbles, layup, crowd losing their mind. And this is where the NBA version starts becoming dangerous. Not because of scoring numbers, but because of style. You know who wins fans? Players that make basketball feel easy. He probably isn't becoming some 35-point per game scorer. That's not the fantasy. The fantasy is him becoming one of those guards everybody calls impossible to guard because every possession feels unpredictable. One play he's slicing through the lane, next he's grabbing a board and running. Then suddenly he's posting because athletes back then weren't built for somebody moving like that. And a funny thing is, his actual biggest advantage wouldn't even be basketball, it'd be fame. Football OJ became huge. Commercials, TV, celebrity appearances. Now imagine that attached to the NBA. Which already leans into personalities harder. That changes things. You could generally argue OJ becomes one of the first basketball super celebrities before the league fully exploded. Not just athletes, stars. And if that happens, maybe teams start marketing differently earlier. Maybe highlight culture starts earlier. Maybe individual branding in basketball speeds up. That sounds dramatic, but sports history moves on weird little moments. One guy changes how people see what's possible. But basketball is also cruel, because eventually reality hits. Could he shoot? Could he defend for 40 minutes? Could he survive 80 plus games? That's where the fantasy cools down. Because explosive isn't enough. There's a reason so many elite athletes don't automatically become elite hoopers. Basketball exposes everything. You can't outrun spacing. You can't stiff arm a double team. You can't hit turbo every possession. So maybe NBA OJ never becomes an all-time great. Maybe he becomes something weirder. A cult legend. The guy old heads talk about like, man, you had to see him. Not the greatest, but one of the most entertaining. And honestly, that might fit the story better anyway. But if y'all enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and until later, I see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.